What is happening, everybody? John here, back with an interesting one. This is Teezo Touchdown's debut album. It's called How Do You Sleep at Night? And I think in a world where a lot of hip-hop fans are losing faith in the artists that are coming through and breaking through, there's a lot of hope that Teezo Touchdown can deliver something that really connects for us. We're about to find out, but remember, this channel and this video is entirely funded by the amazing people on Patreon. If you want to see this reaction uncut, link down in the description. Also exclusive album reactions over there on Patreon. All of the revenue from this channel is taken by the record labels, so we're entirely community funded. If you want to get involved, that'd be phenomenal. Teezo Touchdown, How Do I Sleep at Night? Let's find out. First track's called Okay. First track's called Okay. We're straight in with guitars.
Someone stopped me and said, hey dude, have you seen the new Spider-Man? I said not yet, been really busy, but I promise I'ma see it when I can. Okay. Life is a movie that you can't find bootleg on someone's Reddit. My life, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. Middle of the winter, I feel like swimming. Middle of the summer, I wear a coat. Ride my bicycle on the highway. Sing a song with all the wrong. Don't you tell me how to sing.
I like that.
You didn't help me write the song.
It's funny, it just came off the Olivia Rodrigo reaction where I talked about how much it sounded like mid-90s music, like Weezer and a lot of the sort of Riot Girl music. This doesn't sound like Riot Girl, but it definitely has that Weezer element. I wasn't expecting that, but then again, I didn't really know what to expect from this record. Obviously, his feature on Travis Scott's album was really interesting, and he just seems like a very interesting artist.
Where you hide the body of life that's standing in your... okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay. It's kind of simple melodically, but interesting start. Alright. Police vibes.
You would've thought that I finally made your major the way I play with the bands. You would've thought that I worked at the venue the way that I pack out the stands. You would've thought that I worked at the mall the way that my closet expands.
I mean, this feels like it might actually be a rock album, which, you know, I don't know, squeezing everything into genres, but, you know, when you're getting that first listen, I was expecting something else, but we're very early in the second track. I don't know. It could well be all over the place, but, yeah, interesting sonically so far.
You probably think that my Wi-Fi not pay the way that I do not play. You would've thought I was Nicolas Cage the way that I do not play. With how you're acting, you would've thought we were in Aspen, how cold your ass been. I would've thought that we could talk about whatever happened. I thought we were better than that. I thought we were better than that. You would think we was on the same page, but I wasn't reading. You would think she had a choir.
What is that sample? That little video game sample there. Something really famous. That sound. Don't know why I can't catch it. Interesting track again. Complete switch up. Janelle Monáe being brought in here. I think I like it.
You would think that she would turn around just for a second. I think I really heard it this time. I think I'm gonna regret it. I thought we were better than that. Maybe I thought that way.
I think I really like that track. That's going to be interesting to hear on future listens, to be honest. I think that might have been excellent. Bring in the big 80s drums.
You know what's on my mind. I know what's on your mind. I see it in your eyes. I read between the lines. But I know that you're nervous. I'm kinda nervous too. But baby, I got a plan. I know what I'm gonna do. First I'm gonna and that's gonna make you. That's gonna make you. I know what's on your mind. How did he get this good? How many other girls? I know that you're nervous.
I mean, you couldn't possibly call it hip-hop, so I think let's chuck that out of the window. Innovative, interesting, but like melodic, tuneful, accessible. More accessible than I thought it was going to be, actually. Almost bordering, knocking on the door of like experimental pop music. I like this album so far.
Back and forth, baby.
The album has an immediacy and an accessibility, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of these songs are going to be growers. You know, when something where you don't know where it's going, but it's really wild all over the place, like Scaring a Hose or even Gene Dawson. Whereas these songs are a little bit easier on the ear, but I can't quite put my finger on what I mean. But yeah, thumbs up. Okay, a bit of an old school bounce.
Everything you say is funny, girl, it feel like I'm dating a comedian. Everybody else I swear, but today I finally hit the median. It's sour, but when I'm with you everything's sweet. When I'm with you everything's sweet. Nice and toasty in my bed with Barry.
I just remembered that Teezo Touchdown asked if you were going to react to the album to do it in pajamas. I don't own any pajamas, and also, I think realistically, someone with the individualism of Teezo Touchdown wouldn't really want to be telling people what to do. I don't really like it when people tell me what to do, so that's why I'm not wearing pajamas.
And a serving of you, and I don't need honey. You're the first in an everyday's cake.
Beautiful feature from Fouché.
Everything's sweet.
Short and sweet, this track. Can't believe I said that.
Maybe thought they was the next John Michelle to somebody yell, no you ain't. Maybe they wanted to go to art school, but their parents said, sorry we can't. Said it would be impossible. Who said
I'm always a fan of this type of message, you know I am.
Maybe they wanted to be a boxer until they found out that they couldn't fight. Lord, down goes. Who said it would be
Really fantastic range of delivery. Some nice pleasant singing, borderline rapping at times, and then this like kind of grittier, grimier delivery.
Who said it would be impossible? Who said it's impossible?
You know, the message here is succinct and simple, but you know I'm always a fan of that type of message, and if there's anything that I can convey through these videos that I make, these hundreds of videos that I've made over the years, is that the importance of getting out of your own way and blocking out the noise of doubters in doing and at least attempting what it is that you want to do. And even if you don't succeed down that road, just opening up those doors sort of within yourself, but also opening up those doors in the world and connecting with people will send you down other paths, which will be for the best. For so many of us, I think people who are huge music fans, people who spend a lot of time watching, you know, coverage of art like this, or I think most of the people that watch these types of videos want something. They have a dream, they're inspired, but sometimes they get in their own way with self-doubt. They get in their own way with doubt put onto them by others. They're worried about what other people think, what other people will say. And that's understandable, especially if you're still in school, because like that's fucking real. When you become an adult, it happens a lot less. But the important thing is just fucking doing it. And fuck everyone else. Don't let those cunts stop you. Well said, Teezo. Completely agree. Nice track. I think the instrumentation on this album, while I like it, is a little bit simple. And I don't think it quite does justice to the musicianship of Teezo himself and the sort of melodies of the song. If you think about like sort of great indie music that sounds a bit like that, it normally has a little bit more going on in terms of like the bass lines, the guitar lines, the drums. I think that's what is making this album seem a little bit simplistic for me, because I really like it, but it's not quite got to that next level. I think that's where I'm at.
I just took my TV out the bedroom. Now it seems easier to sleep. I just put oil on my door hinge, cause late at night I hear it squeak. I just put batteries in the fire alarm, cause sometimes it randomly. I just put an island in the kitchen.
Great.
Neighbor, oh, hold on, neighbor. Thought I was doing good, neighbor. I thought I made it out the hood. I just put a gate on my yard, cause I don't think dogs should be on a leash. I ain't had nutritions in weeks. All I had was sodas and sweets. Eating out, going out to eat. Stumbling in, then fall asleep. Grab my 4 before I see. Neighbor,
oh yeah, it's conceptually a good song.
Neighbor, I got something for your ass. Neighbor, oh you wanna cover the peephole. I'ma count to 3 before I blast. My clothes reek, my nose leak, my shoes squeak. Plus I just got my ass beat. Back streets, hot streets, cold streets. Man, all I know is street. If nobody answer, it's not meant to be. I'ma wait and see. I'ma count to 3. Neighbor, hey man, y'all heard that? Neighbor, sound like somebody got shot.
Man, what a track that is. Sort of multi-layered storytelling. Instrumentation was great on that track. Simple again, but great. Melodies have been fantastic. And always something to think about on these tracks. The record's not blowing me away, but really like it. Really like it. Interesting. I love an artist that's just coming through and being completely themselves and not really conforming to what they're supposed to sound like. But at the same time, this feels like a wave at the moment. This is not a similar sounding album, really, to Olivia Rodrigo, which I did on Friday. But at the same time, like, if you were to draw Venn diagrams of genres, these two would be closer to each other. I mean, I don't even know what drawing I'm talking about. It doesn't even make sense. But this is more sonically similar to Olivia's album than it is to, you know, especially a lot of current stuff that fits in the broader category of rap and hip hop these days, which I would say is kind of like weird electronic ragey music that I don't know, it works very well when you listen to it as an album, but when it soundtracks a TikTok, sounds fucking great. I'm growing. That time is actually growing on me in a selective way. Also, I keep hearing I Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi, and it's actually quite good now. Hey, I just accept the way my brain and body feels when it comes to music. I don't try and overanalyze it, despite the fact that I overanalyze it. Have I got a spider crawling down my head? No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay.
When I get my hair done and go outside, humidity is high. It's right. Give me some new ties. You got dog in July. If it's not one thing, then it's 2 things. Wee, another mood swing. If it's not one thing, it's a few things.
Here's the mood swing. Going back to the phone?
It seems when I step out of my dreams, everything melts like ice cream.
Yeah, it had to come back in. Yeah, a banger. Thoroughly enjoyable album so far. How's this song going? I mean, I like the idea of it. The drumming's nowhere near crazy enough for this sort of speed, this kind of Offspring style punk sound, but it's cool. Okay. Definite Igor vibes, or Tyler vibes generally, a bit of Flower Boy.
But baby,
Interesting track. Don't think it was amazing. Right, this is by far the most streamed track on Spotify. I don't think I've heard it. Well, I definitely haven't. I am not familiar with it.
I'm overworked and underpaid. I believe in aliens. I don't believe in luck. I'm running, jumping, climbing, but I still feel stuck. Goodbye, mama. I gotta chase these bands.
again.
I think Teezo's performance on the microphone and in the booth, and as a songwriter, fantastic. But I just think the instrumentation on this album, while melodically satisfying, just isn't complex enough for like this genre. And I feel like he needs a better band. I don't know exactly how these songs are being constructed, but just a little bit of flair, some runs, some fills here in the drums, something that adds a little bit more texture to these otherwise excellent songs. That would be my main criticism that I'm labeling at the album, but thoroughly enjoyable. Really like these songs. Think we have a fantastically interesting and skilled artist here in Teezo Touchdown. I mean, basically the drumming shit on the album.
I think you need me, you think life's irrelevant. I don't think you need me to win your own marathon. I don't think you see me like the mirror, like I'm one-on-one. I've been rolling around trying to go and get mine. You look at me, what do you see? I don't think you see me. Tell me what you see in me. Tell me what you see in me. Or will you just beat and leave and leave?
Okay. Interesting little track, short and sweet again.
But what about the curse that we're all sharing? I used to be. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But if it does, it's okay. We can go and fix the screen. But I'm not. Put a case on it and hope that it still ring. Picking up the phone shouldn't feel like work. Or a game of who gon' call who first.
I feel like this song should be making me feel something, but it kind of doesn't.
Don't try to talk to me in the club. The music is too loud in the club. Why are we even in the club? What year is it? 2000 and Party pooper, don't forget to wipe. It's not on site, it's only on sites. It's not all good, if so, all would. It's not all good, if so, all could. Ain't not this wood. Ain't that sweet, but the new name.
I feel like, even for a short album, it's run out of steam a little bit. And I think it is the instrumentation, or lack thereof. It lacks a bit of soul. That's the problem with, listen, I might be completely wrong. This might all be live instruments. Almost liken it to AI, like an AI version of a voice. Like when you just have instruments, it's why a lot of people try to play a lot of that sort of trap metal stuff for me. Think I like it because I like metal music, but when it's not played live and it's not from the soul of the player, you lose so much, even though it sounds the same. And that's kind of what's happening here for me. None of this instrumentation sounds authentic, and because of that, a lot of the songs are losing a little bit. It's a shame because the songs are well constructed, they have good melody. I think Teezo Touchdown is an extremely interesting artist. So really like the album. A couple of tracks to go, there may be another banger to go, but I'd love to hear it played live. I really would. I think that would just take it to a completely different level.
I've never met a stranger. I've never met a stranger. Has anybody ever told you that you look like? Oh, you look just like that, boy. Has anybody ever told you that you talk like? Oh, you talk just like that, boy. Has anybody ever told you that you walk like? Has anybody ever told you that you text like? Oh, you text just like that, boy. Has anybody ever told you that you fight like? I've never met a stranger. You see, I'm
Lyrically, really
strange
interesting
to
song.
you. Places, some places, and I've seen some faces, but I must face it.
That song had something magic, and it's the same feeling throughout. That's the same feeling throughout. I think there's a lot of magic on this album, but the instrumentation lacks emotional resonance for me. To also clarify my thoughts, I do like the record.
The lights were better. My life was better. It's Is this a movie? Is this a play? You're starting early, a matinee. That's not your lines, that's not what you say. You're just an amateur that caught a break. Cut. Better.
Definitely getting into the hyperpop here. Okay. I think Teezo Touchdown is an artist with all the potential in the world, and I just don't think that this album quite did him justice, despite being a collection of really good songs. Maybe I'll go back through it and it'll resonate more emotionally with me. Remember, we are completely funded by the amazing people on Patreon. Link down in the description. All of the revenue from the videos on this channel gets taken by the label. So we are a community funded channel. If you want to get involved, get this uncut and get exclusives, link down in the description to the Patreon. Also subscribe if you haven't yet and you want to join us on this journey. Catch you all very soon. Right, peace.